18 at the time, a young man who had just graduated from secondary school was taken as prisoner of war, where he had spent 86 days of his life under imprisonment without getting any news about his family. When he was released and returned back to his village, he has realized that all life was lost. My father has lost his mother, my grandmother, Emine, who was 36 years old at the time. His brothers, Mustafa and Erbay, who were 12 and 11. His sisters, Sezin and Sibel, who were 15 and 6. They were all tortured and killed before I got to meet them. My father has lost 32 members of his extended family in the August of 1974. They were killed and buried in a mass grave, along with 89 other women, children, and elderly, and their bodies were burnt to hide the atrocities. What has happened to them? The hell that they went through between 20th of July and 14th of August of 1974, we will likely never learn or know. The perpetrators of these horrific atrocities continue to live amongst us. In my early years, when I have realized that part of my family were missing and questioned where they were, my father sat me down and explained to me that they were no longer alive or amongst us, and that I had learned to live, and that I had to learn to live with that. He also told me that one day I will have friends from the Greek Cypriot community, that the names of I would not know yet, that have also lost their loved ones and feel the same void that I feel. I have been fortunate to meet these people, to listen to their stories, and to walk this journey with them. I have learned from an early on that the pain of losing a loved one does not have ethnic identity or knows any boundaries. Petros Soupouris and Yorgos Liasis have lost all members of their families in Balekithro. Christina Solomi Pacha lost her father and brother in Komikebir. Christos from Dali, Spiros from Yalusa, Yusuf from Lurigina, Veli from Dohni. Our country has countless names who have lost their families to the aspirations of those who did not know how to live together. The atrocities and killings of the families of Petros, Yorgos, and Christina were done by Turkish Cypriots who also continue to live their normal lives among us. But our loved ones are no longer alive or living. They have been killed by those who adopt the same sick ideology as the ones that have killed my family. Today, we understand better how destructive ethnic nationalism, lack of tolerance, sense of superiority, and dehumanization of the other can be. We need to understand that when instruments and mechanisms of justice start eroding and justice is stripped only to mere words, humanity loses all hope. So many years later, our society remains deeply broken and divided, as are all our instruments of justice. What we need is a process of social transformation that focuses on restorative justice, on acknowledgement of the pain of the other, and of collective healing. The processes like these can only be shaped by those within our society who hold the moral authority and that can shape our instruments to ensure that justice will be fair, equitable, and victim-focused, and that this will not further damage the already brokenness of our society. There are very few people in each society that hold such moral authority on how to frame the truth, who can bear the responsibility of the healing of their society and can create a common space for healing and reconciliation. In Cyprus, as it should be in the rest of the world, these people are the victims and families who have suffered from both communities and have themselves already begun their journey of healing and transformation.